Oh, yeah. Thank you. Done.
Run! You're late.
Oh, we got more faulty equipment.
2.5 minutes. It's gonna take you that long to get you set down. Rose, whatever you do, you have to talk because you don't worry about it.
Want to do a mic check real quick?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got 30 seconds.
I'm here. If it don't bother you looking over your shoulder.
10 seconds.
Hello, Northwest Georgia, and welcome to your weather on North Georgia Television. Even milder temperatures this morning, but the rest of the day will be much like yesterday. A mix of sun and clouds with south winds 5 to 10 and high temperatures up near 80. Then cloudy Thursday night with lows only expected to get down around 79. Winds remain south at 5 to 10. Around the region, Calhoun starting at 60 this morning, expect 74 at noon, and then up to 79 for your mid-afternoon high. Chatsworth, 62 this morning, 74 at noon, and then up to 78. And Chickamauga, 61 this morning, 74 expected midday, and then on to 79. Cohutta, 61 for the overnight low early this morning, up to 73 midday, and then 78. Dalton, 60 early this morning, expect a noon temp of 74, and then area high of 79 this afternoon. And Fairmount, 61, 75 midday, and then on up to 79 around 3 this afternoon. Fort Oglethorpe, 61, 74 at midday, and 79 for your high as well. And Lafayette, 60 this morning, midday 73, and 78 for the mid-afternoon high. And Ringgold, 61, warming up to 74 by noon, and then a high of 79. 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, cloudy skies with periods of rain later in the day. Highs only getting up to 60 and lows in the lower 40s with showers Friday night. Saturday, showers early, then cloudy afternoon. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 and highs near 60 again. Clear Saturday night and lows in the low 40s. Easter Sunday, mainly sunny. High 77, clear overnight, lows in the low 50s. And Monday, another sunny day with temps in the low 80s, partly cloudy overnight, lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, mostly cloudy again, highs in the low 80s, lows overnight in the upper 50s. Wednesday, partly cloudy, expected temps upper 70s, overnight down in the mid-50s. And next Thursday, still partly cloudy, highs near 80, overnight in the upper 50s. And that's your weather, North Georgia. North Georgia Television hopes you have a blessed and beautiful day. And here are the area obituaries. Mr. Jerry Lee Donaldson, age 62. Jerry Donaldson of Tunnel Hill departed this life Friday, March 29th in Humble, Texas from injuries sustained in an accident. Services to celebrate his life will be held Friday, April 19th from Ponders Melrose Chapel with Reverend Bruce McMillian and Reverend Melvin Burse officiating. Interment will follow in Ponders Colonial Hill Memorials Park. The family will receive friends at the funeral home from 5 until 8 p.m. on Thursday. Mike Carey Ridgway, age 59. Mike Ridgway was granted his wings that carried him to the Kingdom of God's home on Sunday, April 14th. A memorial service for Mike will be held at a later date. Arrangements made with integrity by Sean Chapman Funeral Home and Cremation Service of Chatsworth. Viola May Yeager, infant daughter of Amber Yeager and Daniel Chapman of Chatsworth, went to be with Jesus Friday, April 12th. A service will be held Friday, April 19th at 11 a.m. from Ponders Melrose Chapel. Interment will follow in the Ponders Murray Memorial Gardens, and the family will receive friends at the funeral home from 9 until 11 on Friday. Mr. John Andrew Pitts, Sr., age 79. John Andrew Pitts of Douglasville passed away on Saturday, April 13th at Atlanta Medical Center. Funeral services for Mr. Pitts will be at 2 p.m. on Sunday, April 28th in the Chapel of People's Funeral Home. The family will receive friends for an hour prior to the funeral. In lieu of flowers, please consider memorial contributions to the American Heart Association. Mrs. Julia Ann Richards Cochran, age 55. Julia Ann Cochran of Liberty, South Carolina, passed away Sunday, April 14th. Funeral services to celebrate her life will be held Friday, April 19th at 2 p.m. from the Chapel of People's Funeral Home with Reverend Lamar Beeson and Reverend Dwayne Smith officiating. Interment will follow in Fairy Valley Cemetery. The family will receive friends Thursday at the funeral home from 5 until 9 p.m. Cynthia Smith Bowen, age 57, of Flintstone, went home to be with the Lord Monday, April 15th. Funeral services will be 2 p.m. Friday in the Heritage Funeral Home, Battlefield Parkway, with Reverend Glenn Smith officiating. Interment will be in Tennessee Joyam Memorial Park, and family will receive friends 4 to 8 p.m. Thursday and 12 to 2 p.m. Friday at the funeral home. Kathleen Teresa Newbert Goudry, age 75. Kathleen Goudry of Trenton passed away Monday, April 15th. Graveside services will be held 1 p.m. Friday, April 19th at the Chattanooga National Cemetery with Father James Vick officiating. In lieu of flowers, the family requests donations be made to the Wounded Warrior Project. Arrangements by the Wilson Funeral Home, Wallace Stewart Chapel in Ringgold. Captain Dale R. Hiller, age 85. Dale R. Hiller passed away Sunday, March 24th after a long and courageous battle with cancer. He retired from the U.S. Marine Corps. A celebration of life will be held Tuesday, April 23rd at the American Legion Post 19, located in Yuma, Arizona, at 11 a.m. In lieu of flowers, the family asked donations be made in his name to Hospice of Yuma.
North Georgia Television News. We are your news covering Catoosa, Gordon, Murray, Walker, and Whitfield counties. I'm Connie Hall Scott. In the news today, a look at the television and film industry in Georgia, a new director of school nutrition for Gordon County Schools, and a new free breakfast program for all Gordon County students. Also, the city of Ringgold approves vehicle and equipment purchases, Walker County's popular Retire Your Tires, Amnesty Day returns, recent Gordon County Commissioner business, and the television and film industry. We're going to talk about that for a moment. The television and film industry is one of the hottest economic drivers in Georgia today. Lee Cuthbert, a local specialist for the film division within the Georgia Department of Economic Development, told participants in the Rome Floyd Chamber Confluence Conference on Thursday that in 2007, before Georgia developed its latest series of tax incentives for the industry, the movies and television programming had a $241 million economic impact on the state. By the end of 2018, that had grown exponentially to $9.5 billion. The film office was created in 1973 following the filming of Deliverance in Northwest Georgia. Cuthbert said Canada was first to create tax incentives to lure Hollywood out of California or New York, and projects flocked north of the border for several years. Louisiana became the first state in the U.S. to put together a big incentive package. Today, more than half of the states across the country have a film production tax incentive. Georgia put its first tax incentive package together in 2005. An easier, streamlined version went into effect in 2008 and is still in place today. Cuthbert said incentive is needed to stay competitive and that this has worked even better than they had hoped. Cuthbert said Georgia ranks third in the nation for film and television production today. The incentive package offered by Georgia requires minimum investment in a film piece by producers at $500,000 that must be spent with Georgia vendors. The producers get a 20% tax credit. If the producers agree to utilize a Georgia promotional element, such as a logo or a special video for the state, that bumps them up to 30%. And if they invest $1 million in the production, the company would get $333,000 back in the form of a tax credit, not a cash rebate. In 2008, the only stage was located in Sonoya. Now there are about 100 world-class stages in Georgia, and they are all being well utilized. The Motion Picture Association of America reports that Georgia has about 92,000 jobs related to the industry and nearly $5 billion in wages related to film and television production. According to Cuthbert, the industry had big three broadcasters and a little basic cable that were all competing for the same amount of content. They have streamers and all kinds of new content providers who are now increasing the level of business for all of us. Businesses that are not directly related to the film industry, anything from car rentals to hotels and motels, costume rentals, specialized truck rentals, and the like, are employing more and more people to meet the needs of the big or small screen. Film and TV related tourism is also growing by leaps and bounds. The city of Sonoya runs two tours daily to accommodate people from all around the world who want to see where The Walking Dead is filmed. The Whistle Stop Cafe in Juliet, made popular in fried green tomatoes, is still open and crowded virtually every day for lunch. Cuthbert believes we are going to see film tourism continue for many, many years. Several projects shot in Georgia are opening soon. The Best of Enemies opens this week, and Palms with Diane Keaton, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, Shaft, and Avengers Endgame are also opening this spring. A number of films have been shot in the Rome area through the years, ranging from The Mule with Clint Eastwood, Need for Speed, Sweet Home Alabama, my own personal favorite, The Mosquito Coast, Remember the Titans, and others. Responding to a question about how small businesses could do business with the big production companies, Cuthbert said, "It is all about who you know. It's about networking." And in other news, Gordon County Schools has named Betsy Martin as the district's new director of school nutrition after the previous director, Diane Yarborough, accepted a position with the Georgia Department of Education. Martin comes from South Georgia, where she has served as coffee County Schools Nutrition Director since November 2017. She earned a degree in nutrition and food science from Georgia Southern University, where she also completed her dietetic internship and master's certificate program. Yarbrough, who worked for the district for 24 years, started as a cafeteria manager at W.L. Swain Elementary before moving to Gordon Central High School, where she spent 10 years as the cafeteria manager. Soon after, Yarbrough moved on as a training manager and bookkeeper for the nutrition department before transitioning to director. Over the course of her time at Gordon County Schools, she earned a bachelor's degree in organizational leadership and development from Reinhardt University and an MBA from South University. She also completed the School Nutrition Director's certification program from the University of Georgia. Under Yarbrough's leadership, the district has been able to provide free breakfast for all students, as well as increasing participation in school lunches and summer feeding programs. At her new position with the DOE, Yarbrough will act as the education program specialist for Northwest Georgia, which will allow her to continue her long-lasting history of serving Gordon County schools. Her final day with the district was March 15th. Superintendent Susan Remillard said that Gordon County Schools has been blessed to have Diane as a loyal employee who has made a tremendous impact on our nutrition program throughout her tenure with the district, and that she will be missed, but we wish her well in future endeavors. Well, that's all very exciting. As you can see, there's a lot of things going on in the film industry and also in Gordon County. If you'll stick with us, we'll tell you more. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com, Lifestyles for Women.
Precision Chemical and Paper Supply is locally owned and operated by Damon Duckett, serving our community for 40-plus years. We can supply all your away-from-home needs. Business-to-business products include janitorial, food and beverage, facilities and ground, office products, and packaging. Located at 101 Bryant Avenue in Dalton. Give Precision Chemical and Paper Supply a call today at 706-226-8795 or visit them on their website at precisionchemicalandpaper.com.
Welcome back to your local news. Hey, also in the Gordon County Nutrition Department, we were talking about that a moment ago. Here's a little bit more. They have a new way of serving breakfast to students each morning, and it's called Breakfast Carts. After receiving a grant from Action for Healthy Kids, all Gordon County schools have received a rolling breakfast cart to use for a convenient grab-and-go breakfast at no cost to students. The hope is that the added speed and convenience of getting breakfast to go as they walk in the school will encourage students to eat this very important meal. Kids and teenagers sleep for 8 to 10 hours a night, or at least they should. That means they have no fuel when they wake up. An early meal is needed to replenish the energy stored, or the energy that stores into the body, and it needs that to function. But healthy breakfast foods give you more than just fuel. They provide fiber, protein, vitamins, and other nutrients that your body needs. Studies show that eating breakfast correlates directly to better performance in schoolwork, decreased obesity, and improved health overall. Each Gordon County student can have breakfast at school free of charge. I think that's really super nice. The City of Ringgold recently approved the purchase of new vehicles and equipment for different departments. On March 25th, Ringgold City Council signed off on the purchase of a new vehicle and 2 equipment pieces. City Manager Dan Wright said the biggest purchase, while pricey, actually came in nearly $60,000 under what the city planned to spend on it. He said the council recommended approval of the bid for Mid-South Equipment of Chattanooga for a JCB 3CX15 super backhoe front loader in the amount of $90,500 to be paid from the sewer fund, and that they have budgeted $150,000. Well, yeah, $150,000. The council unanimously approved the purchase, as well as the purchase of a Dodge 3500 utility truck for the water department and a landscape rake. They also recommended the purchase of a truck from Mountain View Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for $44,500 due to it being closed to the bid specifications, and a landscape rake to be purchased from Mead Equipment for the sewer department in the amount of $7,400. Wright said the rake was identified and budgeted as a capital improvement purchase. In addition to the new vehicle and equipment, the city also voted to approve its general liability insurance with Hudson Insurance at a cost of $66,800. Now let's look at Walker County. Walker County residents will have a chance to participate in a community cleanup effort as the county's popular Retire Your Tires Amnesty Day returns. On Saturday, April 27th, the Walker County Landfill on North Marble Top Road in Chickamauga will accept tires free of charge from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. The community removed 6,741 tires during last year's Retire Your Tires Amnesty Day event, an 18% increase over 2017. Tires were sent to an approved recycling center and turned into industrial fuel or rubber mulch for landscaping and playground applications. During the Amnesty event, car and light truck tires with wheel sizes 20 inches or less will be accepted, as well as ATV, which is all-terrain vehicle, tires. Tires must be dismounted from wheels and free of mud and debris. Tires with rims and large truck, tractor, or heavy equipment tires are not eligible for amnesty. Retire Your Tires Amnesty Day is only for residents, not for commercial businesses. Proof of residency, such as a driver's license or current utility bill, will be required to dispose of tires for free during the amnesty event. Those participating will also be required to unload their own tires and adhere to a limit of 25 tires per vehicle. Residents unable to transport tires to the landfill should contact one of Walker County's approved amnesty partners. The City of Rossville, Chattanooga Valley, Lions Club, and Wilson Road neighborhood groups are among those participating. Specific contact information can be found at walkercountyga.gov/tires. Property disposing of scrap tires helps eliminate mosquito breeding sites. The wet spring has provided mosquitoes with plenty of locations to lay their eggs. A female mosquito, by the way, only needs an inch of standing water to lay a batch of over 100 eggs. More mosquitoes this summer could hasten the spread of West Nile virus. So we definitely want to get rid of those tires when we can. Gordon County Administrator Jim Ledbetter presented financial updates to the Board of Commissioners last week, as well as providing updates on various county projects and changes regarding information technology. Also during the meeting, an ordinance for a broadband-ready community was approved by commissioners, as well as a bid to replace Gordon County Fire Department's old records management system, which is aging out of available upgrades. Ledbetter told the board that SPLOST and LOST collections were up, comparing the 2019 February revenue to funds this time last year. The administrator said SPLOST collections were up 19.3%, and LOST funds, though they were recently being adjusted, were still up 9.1%. In addition, the Information Technology Department has upgraded their Munis financial software package and is reviewing options to digitize their records. It is also working on developing the program of work, an online portal that would be able to monitor major projects. Keith King, who started serving the county in the IT department and now works under Ledbetter's supervision, said this online program would create a way for county employees to access forms and benefit opportunities online. And it would provide a more accurate way of tracking progress on countywide developments. The county and the public will hopefully have access next week. Commissioners approved an ordinance for a broadband-ready community after its second reading on Tuesday. It is one of the first two steps the county has to take before they can be considered for grant funding to expand broadband to the unserved residents in the county, according to Ledbetter. In order for Gordon County to be broadband ready, they have to develop a process for helping broadband companies get their permits. The ordinance accepted by the board outlines that process, said Ledbetter, who also added that other communities in the state have been adopting the same ordinance. Also, a bid was awarded to emergency reporting for updating the county's fire department record management system, which is becoming obsolete. Ledbetter said, the new system will sync up with the Spillman Technology system the department is already using, though at an additional cost. With this added expense, the awarded bid was still $9,000 cheaper than the next lowest bid. And Gordon County Animal Control has begun opening on Saturdays, Ledbetter said. And while on April 6th there were no adoptions, they had 3 stray dogs dropped off, and commissioners hope to get volunteers, please, to serve at the facility during future weekend hours. In other business, commissioners approved to allow the Resaca Church of God to use the pavilion at the Resaca Battlefield Park for a community sunrise service on Easter Sunday this weekend. Lamar John Ray was reappointed to the Board of Tax Assessors for a 6-year term. Also reappointed were Jeff Henderson and James Weaver to the Historic Preservation Commission for 3-year terms. We also want to remind you of the Dalton Innovative Accelerator's 2nd annual pitch competition on October 8th. The call for pitches is open from now until June 15th. Each applicant to the competition will take part in a wayfinding meeting with local community leaders, including investors, business professors, and entrepreneurs of all kinds. Now, the advisory panel will take several factors into consideration, including the market opportunity for the idea, the overall business model of the idea, the capabilities of the management team, and the strength of product service offering. From that point, applicants can go through a business boot camp to help form their idea into a business plan, or if the applicant already has a business plan, more wayfinding will be available periodically until the semifinalists are announced on August 30th. Semifinalists receive continued mentorship from the aforementioned community business leaders. Prizes for the winner include a cash award of $5,000, office space in downtown Dalton, rent-free for the first 6 months, a quick start website package, and more. Those interested in participating in the pitch can apply at daltoninnovationaccelerator.com/apply. For more information, contact marketing@daltoninnovationaccelerator.com. Now, here are a few events coming up around the region, and remember, if you have a community events, let us know at info@wdnntv.com, and we'll let the community know. Let's start with play. It is a play. The Life of Christ will take the stage at the historic Mars Theater at 117 North Chattanooga Street in Lafayette each day from Thursday, April 18th through Saturday, April 20th at 7:30 p.m. with a Saturday matinee at 2:30 p.m. Tickets can be purchased online at www.bapshows.com or at the box office 30 minutes before the showtime. Seating is first come, first serve. Saturday, Christ Church Presbyterian of Dalton invites the community to join the church for its first ever Sweetheart Ball in the Recreation Place at 6 p.m. And you know what? That's all we have time for today. We'll tell you more about upcoming events tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow.